Oh man, so today's one of those days where there's so much to do that I've been like paralyzed and I haven't actually started anything. I also got bullied into getting a haircut. If you go through, I mean, I would say it's the last like week is when it got pretty unmanageable. Like you guys know, I've been so occupied with things around the house. Like I don't have time to go get a haircut. That's so low on my priority list. And like I guess I underestimated the opinion of the internet. I was getting like 10 comments a day. People even DMing me being like, bro, you need to get a haircut now. What is on your head? I'm like, bro, relax. So yeah, I got bullied into getting a haircut, which is cool. I will admit I do feel better, and it was long overdue. Okay, complete tangent here. I actually have something I want to ask. You know how there's like what's the word? Like it's some people's thing to care about their appearance, and not in a bad way at all. Like the same way like a sneakerhead is really into shoes, or I mean even like a skateboarder is really into skateboards. Sure, whatever. Some people's thing is their appearance, whether that's like their clothes or their hair or their accessories. Like that's some people's thing. Clearly not mine. One thing I have always been curious about though is like what I should do with my hair, and I've never once felt self-conscious about it until this past week, and even then I use self-conscious lightly. Like I don't really care, but I think I have really cool hair. Like I like my curls. I like my natural blonde locks. That being said, I've been going to Supercuts since I was like 13. I think maybe it's time to graduate from Supercuts. I think I've been to a real barber once or twice, and I didn't like it. Maybe just a bad experience. But like what should I do with my hair? I've tried. I don't know if anyone remembers this. I did dreads a very, very long time ago. I've done cornrows. Both of those were a bad decision. I've done a full afro, because naturally if I don't put any product in my hair, if I don't do anything, it grows out. So it's like naturally an afro. I think for the past year or two, I've just done like I've done a zero fade on the sides and just kind of trimmed the top, and that's just like kind of that douchey Jake Paul look, which I don't love. This time I literally just like I just had it shorter. So now it's the same thing, it's just shorter. I don't love it, but I definitely don't hate it. But like I feel like if I go to the right person, I could do something really cool with my hair and have it actually look good. But like that's so not my world. So if anyone has any advice as to what, either A, like where I should go, I'm assuming just a real barber, and anywhere but Supercuts. But I've had Supercuts back since day one. It's like Harbor Freight. I'll defend them till the day I die. They've never done me dirty. But no, I want to do something cool with my hair next time it grows out. But anyway, that was a complete tangent. Back to the video. There's just there's a lot that has to happen, and I don't really know what to do. This has to be built or turned into something. We have to decide what we're doing with this, I guess. This whole thing, along with all of that, and there's another pile up there, there's a pile over there. I either need to A, hire someone to do multiple dump runs, or B, fill up the Ranger 17 times and do 17 dump runs myself. Got a lot of trash piling up on the property, which I don't love. Oh look, more trash. Love that. Oh yeah, and then this thing is gonna be like a multi-day process, I'm pretty sure. I talked about this in my last video, I believe, but I finally actually pulled the trigger and got this CNC plasma cutter, which is something that I've been wanting for months and months and months. It just comes fully disassembled and I have to build it. This is a CNC router, so this is essentially the same machine except for wood, and this one's for metal. The same concept though, there's like a brain, and there's a bunch of these little motors and wires, and I mean, if you know what a CNC machine is, you understand how it works. I got this one used off of Facebook Marketplace, so it was pre-assembled for me, and this one I did not. So literally, I don't know if you can see inside these bags, I have so many itty-bitty little parts. I have the motors, I have the computer, I have to fully assemble this. This is the assembly guide, okay? Look at how long this is! Are you kidding me? That's like 70 pages or something. I don't actually know how many pages it is, but that is absurd. That's not like a bad, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that this is a whole project in itself. This has probably been my longest procrastinated project that I haven't done yet. I dug all of this up during the irrigation nightmare. I say that like it was a historic event on this channel. The irrigation nightmare of Garrett Ginner's channel back in May of 2024. I think it was May, right? I fixed all of the PVC see the irrigation and got everything working, but I just haven't buried it again. And then I want to actually plant some things here so they can grow. Kind of same vibes as this is. We have these 3 shrubs and these 2 trees. These were already here upon moving in, but this has been dry and dead ever since. Now it's not dry because I got the sprinklers working, but no plants. And then what else? This sprinkler leaks, hence the giant puddle down there, so I have to fix that and then rebury that. I ran over this with the truck and broke it because I'm an idiot, so I gotta fix that again. I raked all of the years of piled up pine needles off of this hill so this can finally get water and start growing some greenery all across that, but I have to get this hauled away. I tried doing the same thing over here, and you can see that I made it a little over halfway, and then I just stopped. So I still have all of that to go, and I just really don't want to do that. I went through and weed whacked and lawn mowed all of this so it looks half decent, but all up there I haven't even started yet, so that I've been procrastinating for weeks now too. No comment. I cleared out this whole front area, but at some point I gotta do some sort of fenced area and start the vegetable garden, which I've been talking about for weeks now that I still haven't started. Behind the shop there, I gotta go in with either a pickaxe or a tractor, probably a pickaxe, so I don't have a tractor. Level out an area, build a chicken coop, and get that whole thing started. I could keep going. That's just the front yard. You got that way, you got the backyard, and you got over there, and there's an equal amount of work in all of those sections. You know what though? We've been working enough. I'm done working. I'm not working today. Yeah, I think I owe it to myself and to you guys realistically, but mainly myself, to have a chill day and just skate and relax. Maybe go down to the river later and just hang out. Enough work, at least for today. Oh, I'm sore today though, I'll tell you that much. Oh my God. I've been talking about covering this window one way or another for far too long now. Oh no! I know I mentioned plexiglass or iron bars or something, but I just keep not doing it, so there we go. Temporary fix. I can finally do blunt tricks on this, like nose blunt, regular blunt, whatever, without worrying about slipping out and breaking that window. I should have done that a very long time ago. That is it's so much less nerve-wracking now. Should we test it? It worked. Window's still there. This is good. I'm glad we did something productive today. I really want to get comfortable with nose blunt, front side nose blunts for now. Back nose blunts are cooler in my opinion. Those ones are just way scarier. I don't know why it's so much scarier than like a front disaster. I've done them before. I think I did a video talking about how I'm not comfortable with them, and I still did it like second or third try, which shows that it is just mental. I'm gonna do front disaster, nose pick, and then I'm just gonna toss the nose blunt, try to do them all first try in a line. Hopefully that'll like give me enough adrenaline to commit. There's one. Oh! And didn't work. Go, go, go! Yes! That was that. I just compliment myself. That was good. That one felt better than the last one I did last week or whenever that was. Do you guys remember how I talked about leaving this space open? Like why I didn't want this to be steeper and longer? Because I like having the, regardless of if we do this wall right or not, I like having this open. And now that it's not pitch black outside, I can actually better demonstrate what I was trying to show you guys. This little bank thing is totally skate in multiple ways. You can skate it in like a I guess a hip kinda, or it's all dark right now, but you can hit the extension and come in going Mach 10 and hit it as a kicker. Whee! Oh God, I'm going too fast. It kind of sends you. I don't quite know what I'd want to do yet, but I do think we can make some sort of modifications to that kicker, whatever it is. But I kind of wanted to see something here. I want to drop in and see where's like the optimal launching point to see if we can set up like a trash can or something to treat it like an actual kicker. See what I mean though? Imagine that obstacle is fully built. You can get so much speed and just send it off that once that's done. People were telling me to seal off the mini ramp there and kind of have this be its own thing. I don't think I want to do that. Anyway, okay. I'd say like right there. Right here is like the natural pop-off point. I'll mark it with this piece of trash. Okay, that is full. That's not my beer, that's my dad's beer. I promise I'm still not drinking beer, all right? Since my weight loss journey started, I cut out beer completely. I'm still drinking, like I'll have a mixed drink or like an old fashioned with dinner every now and then. Beer, I cut out completely though. That's not mine. Don't call me out for that. Let's try moving this like that. The angle is kind of odd. Maybe it has to go back a little bit. Like that. It's just hard because you're not skating it like a kicker from this direction where you go straight. You're coming in here, so you're kind of going angled. That might work. I just really don't want to hit it because it's full, and then all the trash is gonna go everywhere if it tips over. It's just my motivation to clear it. I'm not sure if this angle is adding up, but I guess we're gonna find out. I gotta go that way a little bit. Maybe like that. Yeah. I really don't want to hit it. Okay, next try. Oh, why am I scared? I think I moved it too far. All right, I'm just gonna do it. The worst thing that happens is I hit it, it tips over, I have some cleanup to do, so if I don't want to do work today, I better not hit it. It didn't fall. I need to go faster. It's hard trying to figure out the angle I need for some reason. There it is. Oh, hey there, guys. How's it going? Try a little front 180 action. I hit the camera and it fell and it hit the ground really hard and turned off. It said that the file was corrupt and it's gonna try to fix it. I didn't crack anything though. No idea if that's gonna save. Let's try that again. What a cool little spot. For not being a spot, that's a pretty good spot. Quick flex really quick just to hopefully get some internet validation here. This was my run 2 days ago, so not yesterday, but the day before. We did 10 miles and we did it in, where's the time? 1 hour, 33 minutes for an average pace of 9 minutes and 15 seconds per mile for 10 miles. You can see here that I really pushed myself for that last mile though. That last mile was a pace of 7 minutes and 33 seconds. You can see there's the pace for all of my miles. Again, I don't run for myself or my physical health. I only run for validation on the internet. So if you guys could all do me a favor and comment, wow, Garrett, you're so goddamn good at everything you do. No, I'm just kidding. I'm partially kidding. My legs are still feeling it a little bit today, but I could not skate yesterday because I was just so beat. But now that we're warming up, my legs are feeling pretty good. Speaking of pretty good, that reminds me that I haven't even really sessioned this quarter pipe since we made it, and this quarter pipe is pretty good. Not great because I made it, but pretty good. Its main purpose is to sort of just serve as a turnaround point, so you don't just bash into the wall. You know what I mean? And for that, I mean that it does a good job at. I need to make a Euro gap. Can't be that. I don't know if I want like a Euro gap with like a not banked, what's the word, like a rounded transition, or if I literally just want like a kicker. Or I just sack up and I just ollie up it. I really cannot put into words how cool that is. Without a doubt, 1,000,000%, this is now my favorite obstacle that I own, that I can skate. I weenified it a little. Weenified. It's lower and mellower now, so it was a mellow rail to begin with, but now I mean it's a step up from a flat bar. You know, it's very, very mellow, but it's like the perfect fun size rail. You know, I love it, dude. It's so sick. I'm just gonna try ollieing up it. Technically, like if I can jump up it, I can ollie it, I think. Okay, no, I can do that. Oh, victory! I feel like I wanted to try kickflip up it, but that might be pushing it. I think front 180 though. Front 180 usually actually works as like a cheat code. When I ollie up big stuff, I find my shoulders rotating, so I can usually ollie up higher things if I front 180. Usually is the key word there. Oh man, okay, I gotta do that. Maybe not the best choice of obstacles after running 10 miles, but it works. Oh man, I'm getting tired already. A forced air sure feels small when you're going down it, but it sure feels big when you're going up it. All right, right here. Ah, I'm taking it. Close enough. I will say I've been all talk, no cock lately when it comes to this rail. I keep talking this big game about how it's this mellow rail that you don't have to be scared of. And yet here I am not flipping in or flipping out. I did that tray flip lip a couple of videos ago that I was stoked on, but again, it's a tiny rail. One of my skate insecurities, I don't know what you want to call it, is that no matter what the rail size is, I do the same 3 or 4 tricks on it. It can be a 4-stair rail or it can be a 14-stair rail, and I'm pretty much gonna 50-50 it, lip slide it, and then up until that 18 rail slam, nose grind it or overcrook, whatever. Whereas, you know, like most skaters, smaller rails they can get technical on. So if you're 50-50ing a 14 rail, you're kickflip 50-50ing a 7 rail, and I'm not like that. This rail is pretty much the perfect, like there is no more perfect of a rail to start getting more comfortable flipping in and out. That tray flip lip was the first flip in trick I did, and I think now I want to work on a flip or spin. I want to do front blunt big spin. That's what I'm trying to say here. So we're gonna work up to it. I'm thinking maybe it's a regular front blunt to fakie. I think that's easier for me, and then maybe front blunt shove, and then just start trying the front blunt big spin. It'll be cool because those, I think I did front blunt, but front blunt shove and front blunt big spin would both be new tricks for me on this rail. Like I never did those without the barracks, you know. So we'll set you guys up right there and get to skating. Yeah, there's not a better rail to try it on. Front blunt to start. Alright. I guess I'll just go for the front blunt shove. I got scared. I can't get scared on a rail this small. I need to break that mental barrier. Okay, we're getting there. Ooh, okay. Went for the full big spin that time. It's funny because like I actually do think a longer rail would be easier because it wouldn't be as quick, but it'd be scarier. So it's like a rail like this is perfect for getting over the fear, and then hopefully I can take it to a bigger rail and feel more comfortable with it. Because it's so short, it's really quick. There's a joke somewhere. Oh, I just gotta commit, dude. This is the one right here. Oh! Ah! I have the craziest setup going right now. I have my phone on one tripod and the GoPro on another. Overcomplicating it, I feel like. Like physically I know I can do it. Ow! Why'd that feel like I was skating a 20 stair? There it is. Oh, hey there, guys. All right, now I just gotta do that exact same thing, but add one more rotation in there. So sometimes I find myself, when I do front blunt shove, I accidentally over-rotate it and almost do the big spin, so I'm like, fingers crossed that this shouldn't be too much harder. Boom, boom, boom. Easy, huh? I didn't like that. Oh, if that was the version 1 of the rail, my testicles would be evaporated. Just throw a shove in there and that's it. Oh, there it is. Those are still kind of scary. Oh, I couldn't commit. That one was literally it. That was when giant weenie syndrome took over. GWS, man, it'll get you. That was it. Okay. That's so close. Alrighty, you guys getting bored yet? I hate that. I need to not do that, and instead of doing that, I need to land it. That hit my ankle. I didn't like that. This GWS, man, giant weenie syndrome just taking over. Physically, it's there. How do I still sack it? It's like, that is so much easier, but for some reason when I try to throw the shove in there, like all my knowledge goes out the window. Oh, I thought that was it. This is taking longer than I would have hoped. Yes! Oh my god, that was a little bit longer of a process than I would have hoped, but We did it. Whew, okay. It's not even 80 in here yet. We're finally chilling out from that heat wave, at least for the week. I picked up this the other day, which luckily I haven't actually had to run yet. I'd mentioned this before, but we have, I don't know if you can see the piping and everything. We have AC down here and heat actually, which is really cool for the winter. The problem is it also does the upstairs. So it does downstairs and upstairs, but uses a lot of electricity. Being the fact there's nothing upstairs yet, it's a huge waste of electricity, and I got a ton of people recommending that I just get one of these industrial fans. 10 out of 10 recommendation. Thank you guys for pushing me to get that. We'll just wheel it inside for now because it's not needed, but yeah, solid warehouse session, garage session, whatever this thing is. I like calling it a warehouse because it makes me feel cool, but it's a garage. It's a workshop. Let's go up yonder. I feel like the upper skate park has been neglected lately. Hi Kona, hi Milo, where are you guys? Whoa, wall ride. Did you see that? You just did a wall ride. Kona, come here. Meow. Get him, Milo. Get him, Milo. Kona has the zoomies. That's funny. Did you get some energy out, buddy? What about you? Also, now that it's not 110 degrees outside, the dogs can actually chill outside more. Usually I'll take them to the fenced area out back just because it's all dirt and it's chill for them to like run around and play on. But now that this isn't, hi buddy, now that this isn't hot at all, they can actually run around on this, which is good for their nails because they like files them. So they can kind of hang out up here with me for a bit. They're so much happier up here than they were in LA, man. I love it for them. Here we have the remnants of the quarter pipe that was here. In case you missed that video, the wall ride after the barracks rail in the garage was actually this that I just disassembled and made a tighter radius, so it's a little bit more aggressive and fun to skate. Now that I'm out here, another task to add to the list of things to do eventually. All of these cracks, which there are a lot of on this upper driveway here, have to get patched, and not just for skateboarding, although that's a big reason. Looks like these were patched at one point over the years, but for winter when it snows and there's ice, you don't want all that moisture getting under the driveway. That is, again, just another another task to add to the list of tasks to do. Because today's my procrastination day, I think we're gonna get some A-frame tricks, get some ledge tricks, and then see where the day takes us. Damn, it has been a minute since I've skated this. Oh, yep. You know what I think it is? It's the ground, which is one of the main reasons that I love skating down there in the shop, is because, again, I call it barracks ground. I think polished concrete is what it's actually called, but it's like you fall on it and you just slide, you glide across it. Whereas this is asphalt, so this is, you know, what you're gonna find in most parking lots or street spots. You know, it has nothing to do with any other reason why I haven't gotten the driveway repaved. It's obviously just because I want street skating simulation, you know, the real deal. So yeah, I think just like the risk is higher because when you fall, it hurts a little bit more than on polished concrete. That would be really, really cool to have, like, if this whole upper driveway were that polished concrete, but then again, it wouldn't be practical because you'd be slipping and sliding in the winter when there's cars up here. Alrighty, what do I want to do? Again, I always do front side 50-50, front side lip slide, and crooked grind. So let's try to spice it up a little bit and do back feeble and back 50-50. Oh my god, see, I don't do that trick. There it is. Why? I can't be scared. That's how you get hurt. I can't be doing stuff like that. That's scary. I'm also just now noticing this. I think it's from the heat wave, actually. Got a pretty big gap on this side. Like, usually I'm going up right there so it doesn't affect me, but it does get in my head. Was it last week or the week before? One of the weeks before, it was, it got up to 110 degrees here. This just gets blasted by the sun, and if it's 110 degrees out and this is metal, this must have heated up to 200 degrees, if not more. It looks like it warped the metal a little bit, and I might be able to get away with unscrewing it and like pulling it and then screwing it back in. But that's actually something that's gonna need a bit of maintenance soon because it's getting in my head. Pretty good excuse though, huh? That's why I'm not landing it. Oh God, I really can't be doing that. That's a really scary feeling. I committed to that one and I got into feeble. Finally. Yeah, I don't know if it's the metal or if it's the wood. I think it's the metal. I'm gonna have to look into that though. I don't love that. Front side is just so much more comfortable for me. Oh my God, that's sticky. You can hear this, there's the nails on the chalkboard sound. It's gotten all rusty from not being skated. And then maybe one switchback 50 just to prove that I still got it. First try, no warm-ups, just switchback 50. Okay, I got into it. Sick. I don't know if you guys remember, but I mean, 2 weeks ago, it took me 5 or 10 minutes to even work up the balls to try that. So progression. All right, let's go inside. Well, would you look at that? Yet again, the power is out. I think that we're bad luck when it comes to power here. We're talking to our next door neighbor about it, and before we moved in, they very rarely experienced power outages up here, but since we've moved in, there's been a lot of power outages, unfortunately. I just checked the PG&E website, and it says power is off. Estimated restoration time is 4:30 p.m. It's 12 p.m. right now, so 4 hours. There is an unplanned outage in your area. Sometimes they will do planned outages. Obviously, we get a heads up for it, but when there's either like really dry conditions, like fire hazards, they'll turn the power off, or if it's super hot, so like mainly for fire reasons, they'll do these planned outages. Yeah, this one isn't planned though. Someone probably ran into a telephone pole or something. You can also see a little bit over there. I think the wind shifted because it was way worse yesterday, but we're getting smoke from that park fire, which is up by Chico, which isn't too far from where I am up here. It's been a pretty gnarly fire season, and it's still pretty early, and that's always, you know, something to be mindful of up here compared to SoCal. SoCal has that Riverside fire. Dude, California is gnarly right now. I do always think it's kind of dumb to say like, oh, my thoughts and prayers are with you, because what does that really accomplish? But I guess I don't know how to properly word it, but my heart does go out to anyone that is affected by any of the fires going on kind of anywhere in the world right now. Yeah, we could use some rain. All of that being said though, these little dudes behind me, where are they? There he is, Milo's on the couch. They need AC because they will overheat. I had gotten solar installed at the LA house before selling it, and that's something that I've been heavily considering here as well, even though it's kind of stupid expensive. But I don't think it would be much help unless we got batteries that like store the power, because I think when the power is out, if you just have solar, the power is just out, like it doesn't store it anywhere. So I think you have to get like these batteries too, which I think are even more expensive than I don't know. In the meantime, we have this bad boy that I have to get out of here. We have a long way to go with this thing. I don't know too much about how generators work and all that. Like, I know this is a pretty temporary solution, although it works. It can't power our central AC. We need to hook it up to the breaker somehow, or I don't quite know how that all works. At first, I thought it was like a very big, whole expensive process, but people in the comments were telling me it's not too hard. Every time the power goes out, or some of our neighbors' houses, I can hear these gas generators running, so I know it might be kind of more common than we thought up here so far, and hopefully not jinxing anything. We haven't had the power go out for more than 8 hours yet. I have to lug this whole thing up this giant driveway because I got to keep it in the garage. Now we go through and we drop this outlet down, or drop that thing down to the generator down there, and then we go from the generator to the fridge just so everything doesn't spoil, and then I just make sure that nothing catches on fire. Easy as that. Switch it to gas. This thing can run on gas or propane, which is cool. On, and I think we just start it. Yeah. And the fridge is on, and the portable AC in the bedroom is on, and now I'm sort of stuck here because I'm not supposed to leave that generator running if no one's home. Damn, I wanted to go down to the river and go swimming. Look at that view though! Hi, buddy. While we're on the topic of being trapped here and not really being able to leave, I got some questions for you guys that you may or may not know. Question number 1 is gonna be for my tree people. As you can see, we are surrounded by these beautiful pine trees all around the house, and I have a question about pine tree health. And that's why I don't know if many people are gonna be able to answer this, but I'm sure someone out there knows. I'm hoping you can see it on camera. I might have to zoom in, but there's, it looks like parts of the trees are dying. Like there's there's a big brown branch right over there. I'm not that dumb, like I can come over here and see problems. That one snapped, so all of these pine needles are gonna wither away and die, and I should probably chop that off. But like this one right here, you can see it kind of bending down, and it's just slowly dying, and it's kind of dying all the way up, and I don't know why. Let's see, that's like, this is one of the more noticeable ones where it looks really unhealthy, but it's a really cool tree that I love. And I mean, I guess even these giant ones over here, they're kind of browning out in the middle of it, and maybe it's just drought related, like they just don't have enough water. It's been very, very dry here. That one over there, the skinny sad one, is pretty much dead all the way through. All of the pine needles are brown pretty much from the bottom to the top, and that thing's probably got to get chopped down. And like maybe, you know, once winter comes around or once we start getting rain and snow, they'll come back. The majority of the beauty of this property comes from these, you know, these trees, and it makes me sad to see them sad. They're just like, it's not exactly easy to get a hose over there to water them if it's water related. They're very well established, like they've probably been alive longer than I have, to be honest. So maybe they're just sad and they'll get happy once they get water. But yeah, I mean, somewhat unrelated, but I think we are gonna have to have someone come over to the property and do some like fire control. There's a lot of tree work that needs to be done here, like all of these low-hanging branches, and there's a bunch of shrubs and stuff that just should be taken care of, especially around fire season. So that's something that I think is gonna have to happen sooner than later. But if anyone knows anything about trees or why the pine trees look sad, let me know. Sad trees make me sad. Talk about sad, this thing's pretty much completely dead. I could probably kick that thing over. That weird wispy one also looks like it's pretty much gone. Those branches should get trimmed off. Again, another thing to add to the list of things that should be done. Dead and dead. Okay, you know I'm bored when I start talking about trees. I know some of you guys love this, some of you guys hate this. We're taking a quick trip to Yap Town really quick. Hi Kona, do you like the Yap sessions? Oh, do you like the Yap sessions? Yes, you guys do. So, guys, what are you doing? On the more exciting end of things, we are at 44 channel members right now. That is a record for me. You guys ready for this? Bro, Milo, are you trying to have sex with your brother? You can't do that. Alan Austin, 7, Lucky Jason, Devin, Kurt, Scarlett, Kyle, Dalton, Tyfish, Adventures in Skateboarding, Chairsofter, Edward, Ricky, Jay, Steven, Roy, Yogi, Judster, Edboy, MF Rogers, Brendan, Ostentatious Ostrich, Eric, Mott, Nothium, Techno, Trey, Drew, Liv, Stegoot, Marissa, Ben, Dave, D. Tiberio, Trevor, Mihal, Owen, Philip, Paradox, Francisco, Blueberries, Pingu, Tony, Hay, and Catherine. Thank you all so much for going above and beyond and becoming a channel member here on YouTube. I cannot say thank you enough. The reason I bring that up, there's actually 2 reasons, and I guess I'll mention them both, because this is a yap session, and that's what we do, we yap. I don't know why, I don't know what part of my brain hasn't adapted to it, or why I still let it get to me, but I'm very open about the fact that hate comments and negative comments very much do affect me. I'm also well aware that for every 1 negative comment, there's 100 positive comments. I don't want those to get overlooked, or for you guys to feel like I don't see and acknowledge those, because those genuinely make me so happy. That being said, in the first video where I was talking about channel members, I mentioned how one of the cool features for me, I sort of took inspiration from Will Survives, where he had, very cool channel by the way, where his mentality on channel members is just to create a community of positivity, for the main reason of like, trolls are gonna talk shit in the comments, but it's not very common for someone to pay $5 a month to talk shit, you know what I mean? So it's sort of a way to filter out the negativity. So when these negative comments do start getting to me, like they have this week, for whatever reason, I can just simply sort the comments by channel members, and it pretty much filters out all the negativity and limits it to these core group of now 40+ supporters, which is really cool. So I wanted to give especially a special thanks to my channel members this week, just because for whatever reason I've let negative comments get to me. And then again, this is why it's a yap session. Maybe I can have like a timestamp before my yap sessions for those that aren't interested, can just skip to the next part of the video, because the yapping's not for everyone. You guys see Kona, he sits like a human sometimes. Hi buddy. Short form content, that's gonna be the topic of today's yap session. I have a love-hate relationship with short form content, and short form content is like Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. I think those are the 3 platforms that I'm on, at least. I say love-hate because short form content, in my opinion, is one of the easiest and therefore most valuable ways to gain a presence on social media. YouTube, for example, it's very, very, very rare, if not borderline impossible nowadays, to have a channel with, you know, 0 subscribers and post a long form video that gets 1 million views. However, with TikTok and now YouTube Shorts, you know, you can have a very, very, very small following, but with short form content, you can have a video that hits 1, 5, 10 million views and gain tens, if not hundreds of thousands of followers literally overnight. I know plenty of people where short form content has legitimately changed their lives and given them a social media career overnight, over a month. So that's where the love side of the love-hate relationship comes in. It can be very, very valuable to content creators to utilize short form content, which is something that I struggle with. The hate side of the love-hate relationship is that I just think it is just like brain-rotty content. And there's a right way to do it for sure. And maybe this is the boomer in me talking, because I grew up creating long-form content, and now there's people much, much, much more successful than me that just post, you know, stupid, in my opinion, stupid short-form content. So maybe I'm deep down jealous, who knows? The reason that I bring it up is because I've been trying to make a habit more of posting more short-form content, and because short-form content has a much higher probability of going viral, with virality comes negativity, obviously. In my opinion, like whenever something reaches outside of your default audience is when the hate comments start coming in, which is that's a sign that you've made it, you know what I mean? If I start scrolling through my comments and I start seeing a bunch of negativity, I know something went viral. I'm so well aware that like the majority of TikTok's user base, and don't even get me started on Facebook Reels, they're just like not the sharpest tools in the shed. So I take every comment from there with a grain of salt. But that being said, it's like, I don't know, it's like you can get called ugly 100,000 times, and even though you know it may not be true, or maybe it is true, eventually you start hearing it enough, you're like, damn, I wish you'd stop saying that. you know what I mean? And like, I was joking at the beginning of this video about like getting bullied into cutting my hair, but I saw hundreds of comments being like, yo, what the fuck is on your head? Shave that off. And I was like, damn, chill out. And that's because a video where my hair was, you know, crazy, gained some traction and went viral. So I found myself filtering to members only in my comments, and that, you know, that was a very helpful thing for me, just to see the positive comments and people that choose to support me, kind of see that community. One of, if not the biggest appeals of long form video, which as you can see I'm fully embracing here on this channel now, is just like it attracts, especially these longer 30, 45 minute, an hour long videos, it attracts such a different demographic than say a 45-second TikTok does, you know? I'm not posting this short form content expecting like a very what's the word? Good. A very good comment section. Like genuine, constructive, I don't know, intelligent, whatever. But with this long form content, I really do feel like there's so much more of a personal connection with the viewers, you guys. As you can tell, I love talking, and I find myself over talking a lot, but you can't do that in short form content, so I find myself constantly wishing I could give more context, wishing I could talk more. And on YouTube, I can just be yapping and yapping and yapping, and you guys can listen for as long as you want before skipping. As a creator, I think that I belong in the long form world, but in this day and age of social media, it is kind of adapt or die, which is why I'm trying to be more active on short form content as well. Yeah, I'd say that was a solid yap session. Maybe we should have like a yap session every video. I can feel some of you guys cringing at the thought of that. Anyway, I swear on my life, I'm not fishing for compliments. I'm just trying to be like an open book. But I have noticed, let me not wrinkle for a sec. I've noticed that I haven't had acne since I was a teenager, but I've noticed that like my forehead, I think even my chest, I've been like breaking out for some reason. I think it's because we've had so many 100-degree plus days up here, and those are the days I choose to do yard work, so I'm just constantly drenched in sweat. I think from just being sweaty and working so much, I think that's what it's from, but I don't know. I don't like it. I'm insecure. Speaking of sweating, let's go fuel the bedroom really quick. I think it should have cooled down. Oh, it's almost cold in here. The bedroom is good for the dogs, so I can leave them in there for a little bit. The fridge should be able to keep its temperature for like an hour. I'm just gonna turn that off for now, and I'm gonna go on a run and enjoy this day we have today. All right, we're coming prepared. Well, half prepared. Usually I fill this thing with ice too, but I unplugged the fridge, meaning we don't have an ice maker anymore, so it's full of water. Be good, and be good. I know you don't speak English, but the bedroom is gonna be colder if you want to go up there. They're like, no, we're chilling down here, Dad. Okay. I've actually never done the run that I'm about to do alone, so wish me luck. So it's this run to a river and back. I think it's like a 6 or a 7 mile loop all the way around. So it's not like crazy distance, but it's all downhill to get there, which means it's all uphill to get back. And oddly enough, I don't quite know how this works, but the past couple of weeks when it's been, you know, well over 105 degrees Fahrenheit up here, I find it easier to go out and get myself to run because I know it's gonna be just torture. So it's like, all right, let's go, this is gonna suck. Whereas now that it's cooled down a little bit, it's like 75 or 80 right now, it's so much easier to just stay home and be like, oh, this is chill, let's go skate or relax or not torture ourselves today. I kind of thought it would be the other way around, but I'm realizing that it's easier when it's more miserable out, or getting out to do it is easier. Running itself, this feels so much better. All right, I'll continue to check in as we continue this run. I don't know if you guys are able to see it up there, but there is a tree on top of the telephone line. Bunch of PG&E guys out here with the crane trying to get it, looks like. I have a feeling that's why the power's out. All right, so like I said, it's a loop, probably about a 6 or 7 mile loop, and halfway through the loop there's a river. We're about 3/4 of the way to the halfway point. I take a break at the river, maybe jump in depending on how nice it feels, chill for a sec, then run back. It's been pretty nice, mostly downhill. I'm not looking forward to the run back. I think I'll just see you guys once we get there. All right, we have officially made it down to the river. Well, almost. We're on the trail down to the river. Oh, look, this deer's looking at me. Can you see him through the bushes there? I don't think I'm superstitious or anything, but obviously there's a ton of obviously there's a ton of wildlife here compared to LA. And usually we'll see like a couple of deer in the evening on our property, and maybe 3 days a week. 11 deer. I saw 11 deer on this run, which is weird because it's midday and usually I don't see them till evening. I was running locked in. Whenever I would look off to the side, there'd be a deer staring at me. It started weirding me out. Any like palm readers or star sign readers, I don't know. Someone tell me if that means anything. Actually, don't tell me if it means something bad. Tell me if it means something good. Ignorance is bliss. But we made it here and it is nice. Almost too nice. Like the water might be too cold. It is especially nice out today, I think, because it's not 110 degrees outside. It's not crowded here. Usually I'll come down here and it's pretty, it's never been like crowded. I think nothing is crowded compared to LA. But like there's people in all these little coves, and there'll be people on the rocks because it was hot. I don't think I'm gonna take a dip today because I'm like, I feel good sitting in the shade. I don't want to get freezing. Definitely just gonna chill here for a bit. I have music playing in my headphones and just kind of enjoying. This is a pondering spot, all right. Enjoying the beauty that is this life that so-called is what we do. He really has a way with words. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. I'm about to start heading back, but I guess I can give you guys a representation of the situation here. The thing about rivers is they're normally in like a gully, right? It's like the lowest point. You can see that I'm pretty much surrounded by mountains on all sides of me. And we're sort of just going up and 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 up. Oh my god, I fell in. God damn it. Oh, I'm gonna have to run back with water in my shoes. That's what I get for trying to explain what uphill means. I'm not even gonna bother filming. I'm just gonna see you guys at the house. Whew, mission success. That was a hell of a run. 7.02 miles in a little over an hour for an average pace of 8:36, which is my fastest endurance time yet. I will say though, it wasn't totally accurate because I obviously took a pause at the halfway mark at the river. And then on the way back, the PG&E people that were cutting the tree, they had traffic stopped and I had to stop too. So I stopped for like 2 minutes there. I paused it on my watch and I resumed again when I started running. So not totally accurate because I had 2 breaks, but the runs are starting to feel better. I'm starting to be able to go farther and faster using less effort. Yeah, I'm gonna go shower and chill now. Oh, look at that. The power is on too. Cool. Okay, I can put the generator. Oh my god, I have to put the generator away. All right, I feel much better now. We're doing sort of a spontaneous unboxing video. This is from the homie Jesse. He has a clothing brand called Bloody Sunday, and I'm excited to see what's in here. Ooh, okay. Got a bright red bag. It's not a red shirt. Oh, they're all bagged in this, damn. That's the packaging for it. That's really sick. Jesse's really smart, dude. Like, he's really smart with everything he does, and I do look up to him from a business side of things. And as a human, dude's a really good human. All right, so we got 3 articles of clothing, and then we got ourselves a hat too, which is sick, even though I don't wear hats. This is the hat. You guys wanna see why I don't wear hats? Yeah, now you know. It's a cool hat though. It's just that the details are so sick. Like, you have all of the inner stitching. I don't even know what it's called, but he's always been really smart and talented with stuff like that. All right, I'm meat writing you, Jesse, sorry. Opening this bad boy right here. What is it? Oh, it feels heavy. This is a dense boy right here. Kind of like baseball tee vibe. This feels like it's like a spring snowboarding shirt is what this reminds me of. Yeah, the packaging is dope. This is actually my first time seeing any of his products, so this is super cool. Jesse, thank you. In bag number 2. Ooh, these are about to be my chillin' at home sweats. These are sick. Pretty much every night once I wind down from skating and filming and influencing whatever I do, I throw on a pair of sweats. So these are definitely gonna be my daily drivers, thank you. And third and final, what do we have here? Looks like a hoodie. Yeah, damn, dude, the quality, again, this isn't sponsored. I don't even think he knows I'm filming. He doesn't know I'm filming this video. I haven't worn them yet, but the quality feels like everything feels very dense and heavy. And I guess I'm used to like cheap, like drop shipped kind of material, where this is, you know, kind of the exact opposite of that. Yeah, dude, this is actually really sick. You got some vents on the side. Look, you got pockets, then you got some vents on the side with more of his tags and everything. This is sick. Jesse, thank you, dude. This stuff feels like warm, so I'm probably not gonna wear it right now because it's hot outside, but this is sick. I really do appreciate that. All right, so I'm walking down to the shop right now, and I realized that I left my GoPro back up at the house, and I'm not going back up there. My legs are done. I don't have it in me to go back up there to grab the camera, so we're iPhoning it. I was debating keeping the video going because I'll show you what we're doing. I am gonna do my best to see how far we can get on the CNC machine. I don't think we're gonna finish it or even kind of remotely come close today. I just got the last box of stuff that I need to fully get this thing set up. I showed you guys the instruction manual, so I mean I have hours and hours and hours, I think, to get this thing up and running. I was thinking about strapping the GoPro to my head and putting in work, but I think I'm just not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do this off camera. But I think this video is gonna be like kind of absurdly long already. I just think that, I mean, I guess a lot happened, but today was actually a sick ass day. It was super productive. On that note, look forward to reading the comments on this video. I think I asked a couple questions that I'm actually curious to see your guys' feedback on, as well as just, I mean, for the most part, I love talking to you guys in the comments. So thank you for watching. Thank you for the continued support, kind of regardless of whatever I post. It's a really cool feeling as a content creator, and I appreciate it. Yeah, felt good to have like a chill day, like a personal day, I guess. Thank you for watching. See you next video, and peace out.